Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ryan and I'm the content creator behind Revived by Ryan. On my channel, I'll take you on my journey where I pick up unwanted and unloved pieces of furniture, refinish them to a high standard and sell them for a profit on Facebook Marketplace. On my videos, I'll be sharing my tips and tricks on how to take a worn out piece of furniture and give it a brand new lease of life. I'll be posting a brand new furniture makeover video every week, so don't forget to subscribe. Today's furniture makeover is this set of bedside tables. I actually picked up one of them for £7 on Facebook Marketplace, and 2 weeks later picked another perfect match on Facebook Marketplace for completely free. As you can see, this is absolutely filthy. There's not too many gouges and structurally it's still very good. It just needs a serious clean. I take out the drawers on both sets and check for any deep scratches or gouges, things that I'll have to fix before I start painting. I begin by hoovering both pieces inside and outside using my brush attachment. Always use the brush attachment when hoovering wooden products, as you can scratch the wood surface. I want to install vintage legs on these pieces, so I'm taking off the kickboard on both. On the front and back of these kickboards, it was only held on with small screws, so it was an easy fix taking those off. However, I'd have to saw the sides as it was one large piece along the bedside tables. This was easily done. I just lined up the front and back along the side panels and drew a line. After sawing off the sides, I then sanded the entire base of the unit with a 60 grit sandpaper using my Orbital sander. It's vital that it is perfectly level after sanding, as when you have installed the legs it ensures it isn't wobbly. I secured these drawer rails with just a simple 10mm screw through the very end rail. This holds it in position. I had purchased new hardware for these bedside tables, so I just filled in the old hardware hole with wood filler. These bedside tables are a composite material with a wood veneer on top, so I have it at a very fine grit sandpaper. I'm using a 240 grit. This is just to scuff it up so the primer has an area to adhere to. Once I finish sanding, I then go over both pieces with my hoover with the brush attachment. I then follow it up by going across it with my tack cloth. This is to ensure I pick up any sawdust residue left behind from sanding. For priming, I'm going to be using Zinsser's Primer and Sealer. This product is fantastic, however it has a very strong odour, so ensure when applying you do it in a well ventilated area. I always wrap my paint trays in tinfoil. This gives me the chance for an easy cleanup afterwards by just dumping out the tinfoil. Also, I can reuse the paint tray in future furniture makeovers. When applying my primer, I use a microfiber roller, and to get into any crevices I will use a 1.5 inch brush. When finished with my roller, I wrap it up in a sandwich bag and keep it in the fridge. This allows me to use it in future projects for 4 or 5 more times. I purchased these cup handles and furniture legs on Amazon. I'll put the links down in the description down below. I sprayed them both in Plasti-kote's gold leaf. I gave them 3 coats, allowing 2 hours between each coat to dry thoroughly. The colour I'll be using is Vintage Sage from Johnstones Chalky furniture range. To get the paint to the correct consistency in order for me to spray it, I have to mix 400ml of paint with 30ml of water. I stir the mixture instead of shake it. If you shake it, it forms bubbles within the paint and it'll create an orange peel effect when you go to spray the piece. I spray both pieces with 2 coats. I allow 2 hours in between each coat to allow to dry sufficiently. To complete this piece, I am using Rustoleum's clear finishing wax. It offers great protection and it is one of my most favourite top coats. This wax goes a long way, so I give it 1 full coat with my 1.5 inch wax brush. I then let it dry for 30 minutes and come back with a tack cloth and wipe away any excess. To fit my furniture legs, I use one of the legs as a template and mark out my drill holes. To ensure the legs don't wobble, I use 20mm screws and I screw 4 in per leg. For fitting the hardware, I used the exact same method I used for the legs. I use one handle as a template and mark out my drill holes. As you can see, I had an issue with the screws that came with the handles. It ended up bending and my drill scratched the paint and ended up bending one of the handles. Luckily, it was just a matter of repainting that one drawer. And this is the final result. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. If you liked today's transformation, don't forget to give me a like. Also, if you have any opinions and thoughts, drop them in a comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next week.